how did it all start? I guess, right, like, I don't know, at 5 years old, I was selling stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was always like, I'd always question every little thing, like, why is it like this? Why do people do this? As most young kids do, but I feel like I did it, an extra special amount. Um,
That's like a common theme with anybody who ever becomes an entrepreneur later, is like you hear when they were younger, they like were the kid selling lemonade
yeah,
or like collecting baseball cards or whatever.
yeah, and that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
Baseball, not baseball cards, more like basketball, golf. I even did some Webkins trading cards, pretty sick. Um,
Webkins.
yeah,
That's funny.
got a whole book of Webkins trading cards. Hopefully they're worth something someday.
Yeah, just collect
Um,
it.
but yeah, I would do hot chocolate stands in the winter, and my cousins and I would like bring all the profits to the food bank, and we'd like fill a bunch of carts with groceries. It was crazy, dude. The whole neighborhood was there. It was like $400 off of hot chocolate and hot dogs. It was, I don't know, it's like mind-boggling now off of hot chocolate and hot dogs, but in the winter too. But yeah, we'd like go fill up carts at the food bank, and then we'd leave them there, and then they'd take it to wherever it needs to go. Um, that's one example. I started a cookie dough business when I was 7.
For
And
real. Tell us
yeah,
about that.
yeah. So my dad was in like pharmaceuticals, and he'd like go around to doctors all the time and sell them whatever it is he was selling at the time, some type of medicine. Um, and I'd go with him, all dressed up in my suit, just like he was, and I'd have like this bag, and it had a cookie dough logo on it, and I would say, yeah, you want to buy some cookie dough after he was done with his thing, and they'd be like, most of the time, yeah, sure. So it'd be like 15 bucks a bin. I'd collect the money. Mom would make the cookie dough, and I'd just bring it in the next time he went. But
Nice.
um, yeah, I guess it's just small things like that.
So you've always just been kind of
Oh, yeah,
driven to sell and stuff.
yeah.
So then
Sales.
the thing that I remember you were doing in high school that everybody was kind of talking about, and like everybody was actually talking about this. They're like, Nick Lauer has like a Minecraft server and he's making a bunch of money off
Mhm.
it. So talk about that. And is that like, I don't know, is that a big part of your story?
Yeah, that was kind of what got me over the hump of, lemonade to like, okay, these are like serious sales, and you need to start
Yeah.
doing taxes, you 15-year-old kid. uh that that was, I guess that started, I guess I'll explain that. My cousin Jake showed me this game called Minecraft, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. You just hit the button and kill cows and break blocks. This is great. Not. I turned off the game and deleted it. I was like, this isn't fun at all. And then he's like,
I
dude,
had like the same exact thing happen when somebody showed me that game. I was like,
Yeah.
this is not fun.
yeah, I feel like everyone kind of has that thing of like, what is this? But somehow like people get into it. But then he was like, yeah, you can like play together. You can make a world, and we can play whatever, do whatever together. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll play with you. So I re-downloaded it, and we were playing together on this Minecraft server called Six Sided World, and there was these packages you could buy, and to like get better stuff in the game, I guess. And I saw that, and I was like, okay, I feel like we could do this. So we made our own server, not really thinking much of it. And the first 6 months, there was like 0 sales. It was just more for fun, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing to know, is anything that becomes fruitful, at least in my life, has always been like, the start has been, it's always been fun.
It's got to be fun first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for anybody listening that doesn't play Minecraft, which is probably a lot based on who's been listening, but
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like everyone's had a little
everybody's
hand
got a
in it.
little bit of it. Yeah. But basically a server is like you create a game that multiple people can join in through with the internet, and then like in the server you can buy different things. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what you were doing. And I don't know if you knew this, I had a server too. I'd created one in middle school, actually,
Yeah.
before high school, and I think I made $400, and then I just shut it down. I was like, I'm rich, because when you're in like middle
Yeah.
school, $400 is so much money. But you kept going with it.
Yeah, I started mine in 7th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just kept going and going, and all of a sudden we were ranked number 1 at one point
That's
in the
crazy.
world for Minecraft servers.
No way.
And,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
Yeah. Um, it was short lived,
Yeah.
but it still counted for it was like number one for
It's
a
like
week.
the most popular game ever too.
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah. So, yeah, it just made a ton of money. People kept buying stuff from the server. They would buy diamonds, whatever items in the game, fly mode, uh, privileged areas, I guess, that you could enter that other people couldn't. And that was my big break. And I'm sitting in high school, generating six figures. That's just like generating six figures. That
yeah.
wasn't all profit.
Right.
Um, but it taught me everything that I know about making deals, advertising, managing a team of 35 people internationally. It taught me so much, and it wasn't even about, which people aren't going to believe. It wasn't about like all that money that was being generated. That was just kind of like a byproduct of, creating a community that actually did, like,
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
yeah, two people actually got engaged through the server, like met up in real life and got
That is
engaged.
crazy.
Um, and even like to this day, I'm still getting messages because it's shut down now, but I get messages every day where people are, asking for it to be reopened, or, there's those heartfelt messages of people saying, like, Nick, I was at one of the lowest points in my life, and because of your Minecraft server, I was able to, connect with dozens of people. I have no friends at school, and because of you, I actually have friends like online now. And
Yeah.
if it wasn't for you, I don't know what would have happened. That
That's
was like
so
one of the
crazy.
best messages I ever got. And that's just a total byproduct of doing something where it just starts out for fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's yeah, I think just even watching your social media presence and being friends with you at that time, like the coolest thing that you ever posted would be like when you posted screenshots of emails you got of people who
yeah.
just were like thanking you for this server.